Hi there. Welcome back to Balu Today. All right, my favorite film reviewer, and probably yours if you've ever read the Bali Advertiser, Dr. Rob, is here with us today, and we're going to go straight into his actual, I think, forte, which is film. Welcome, Rob.
Nice to see you again, Nancy.
You too. You look very villa.
Thank you. Talking of villas, this villa is amazing.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. There's so much artwork, which we'll have to get back and get your point of view on some of these amazing things.
Amazing,
I don't know what you can see, but there's some fantastic pieces.
But it's just so lush. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
that's life in Bali, isn't it?
On to movies?
Yes, thanks.
We're going to do movies this week. We did art last week. This week, movies. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is Salt. Have you heard about that one?
I have heard about it. I haven't gone to see it.
Angelina Jolie. It's her latest film.
That girl.
She is looking amazing.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this woman gave birth to twins, a year ago or something?
Not an adopted thing?
No, really.
She actually gave birth?
Yes.
Brad's baby?
Brad's baby.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
And she's just looking extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary.
Great.
Anyway, apart from that, it's all about a Russian spy comes into sort of like the CIA office in Washington or somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, he says that there's a Russian mole has been released. Moles are sort of like spies who've been put into the American community a long, long time. Maybe they've lived there 20, 30 years. Everybody thinks they're like Americans. But all of a sudden they turn out to be Russian spies.
Okay.
And this one is activated, and it's his job, his mission to assassinate the President of the United States and create a nuclear war. So anyway, it then becomes Angelina's job to catch him, right? To go out and find him and stop all of this. And it just...
What, is this Laura Croft got a job with the government?
Sort of, a bit like that. Or Tomb Raiders with the government. Yeah. So it just starts. It just launches into it. Like 5 minutes into the movie, you're in the most incredible road chase. And then there's action on the sea, action in the air, everywhere. It's just non-stop action. And Angelina, as I said, is fantastic. At one scene she might be blonde, then she might be brunette. Sometimes she impersonates a Russian. Sometimes she even impersonates a man, and that's pretty amazing.
Oh, that I would love to see. That I would love to see.
It's pretty good.
With mustache? Do they do a mustache? Over those... Because, her lips are so well known. So.
Yeah. Well, it's also like very butch.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I really highly recommend it, because it's just good fun. It's the only way to describe it. It's good.
Salt like garam. S-A-L-T.
Yeah, her name is Salt. Miss Salt, shall we say. I can't remember her surname. But that's her name in the film. But it finishes. It's a bit, disappointing when it ends. Because, well, she hasn't quite caught the criminals at the end, and there's going to be a Salt 2 coming along.
Right.
It's set up for that, so don't get too excited when you get to the end that it's all resolved. It's not, right? There's more to come in Salt 2.
But, when you and I were children, there weren't that many sequels.
But they're everywhere now.
They are. I guess that started with the Rocky thing, maybe.
I think so. And also, say, with Star Wars, went on
That's
and
true,
on
that's
and
true.
on. And now, what's his name, that magician guy? Harry Potter. He's going on.
The magician guy.
He's going on and on.
No, they're ending. This is
the last one, and it's in 3D too. I saw a preview for it recently, and it's in 3D.
That's all popular since the Avatar thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually starting to like the sequels, because I find that I don't expect it to be... they've converted me. That's all I can tell you.
If they work. Like recently I got all of... the Lord of the Rings was in 3 parts as well.
Oh, excuse me. I have to brag here. I have the uncut... plus all the other stuff at my house. I'm so proud of this. 17 hours complete. Lord of the Rings.
I think I have the same. It's a director's cut.
Yes!
It came out.
I love it.
I spent a whole weekend watching it.
Oh,
and it's the only way to watch it.
And
it makes more
scenes
sense.
that are not in the actual one. I love that.
It's really good.
God, we have something in common.
Anyway, moving on. So Salt is for the blokes in the audience.
Okay.
Something for the ladies, a very nice romantic film called Letters to Juliet.
Okay.
Okay, this one stars Vanessa Redgrave. If you remember Vanessa Redgrave?
I do.
Yeah, she's been around for years.
Absolutely.
But this is terrific. It's, how do you say? It starts out with this girl, American girl and her fiancé are going to Verona for like a pre-honeymoon honeymoon. And when they get there, the fiancé gets all involved. He owns a restaurant back in wherever they come from in America. And he gets all involved in going to restaurants and cheese factories and vineyards and all this sort of stuff. And sort of leaves her on her own, and she's sort of like a bit bored. Anyway, she's wandering around Verona one day, and she comes to Romeo and Juliet, right?
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet's house, right? And the balcony and all this sort of stuff.
The Capulets.
The Capulets, yeah. And there's a
Capulets.
Oh, we just did something naughty. Anyway, she finds all these ladies there writing letters. Like if they're having problems with their boyfriend or they're having problems with their husband or whatever, they write these letters to Juliet and they pin them on the wall. Then late in the afternoon...
Sort of like the...
it's like a love
Tibetan prayer.
Yeah, but also like a love advice column sort of thing.
Okay.
Because what happens, these women called the secretaries of Juliet, which sounds a bit sort of evil, but they're not. They come around and they collect the letters at the end of the day, and if there's a return address, they write an answer to these ladies.
That's sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. So she gets involved with these ladies because there's something to do while her husband's off, her boyfriend is off enjoying herself. So one day she's collecting the letters and a rock falls out of the wall and she finds this letter which has been hidden there for 50 years. So she takes it and she answers it, and then sort of like a week later, Vanessa Redgrave arrives from England in response to the letter, and she's looking for her long-lost love, this love affair she had with a handsome, gorgeous Italian man 50 years ago, right? And she wants to find him. So with the girl, and also Vanessa's brought her grandson with her, who's a hunky Englishman as well. The three of them go off on a road trip through Tuscany. That's about it, right? But they go to Tuscan villages, which are really pretty, and they go to vineyards, and they go to restaurants, and it's just gorgeous. Tuscany it's summer, right? And if you've ever been to Tuscany in summer, it's absolutely superb. Right? It's really, really beautiful.
I've been to Tucson in the summer, darling.
So it's a travelogue, basically.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
it's a romantic travelogue.
Those are nice.
Right, yeah. It's good. And that's it. And Vanessa Redgrave is just wonderful. Hard to believe she has to be 70. I should have looked it up.
But isn't
before
that nice?
came.
I mean, when we were young, films were always young men, young starlets, and you sort of had the idea growing up in America that life by the time you were 50 was completely over.
Exactly.
But look what's happening now in film.
Yeah. And this woman, this character, her life is just about to start.
Oh, I love that.
In her mid-60s to late 60s.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I think you'll like it. It's a really nice, romantic travelogue.
Now, you have one for the kids.
I have one for the kids.
Talk about that quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Toy Story. It's Toy Story 3. And if you've been following the Toy Stories, they're lots of fun. They're really, really terrific. This time, Andy, who owns all the toys, he's heading off to college. And his mother tells him to clean up his room. So he packs all the toys up. And he's going to put them up in the attic, for sentimental reasons. But through a misunderstanding, the mother ships all the toys off to a day childcare centre.
Oh, fun. Okay. Yeah. A lot of new characters then.
A lot of new characters. But also the toys, first of all, think this is going to be great because they're going to get played with children all the day. But it turns out to be a living hell. It's like a concentration camp. And it's run by this teddy bear called Huggy Bear. And he's sort of like major muscle man, his big baby. And they make life hell for the toys.
Oh, God.
And they've got to escape, right?
Okay.
So the kids are going to... the animation, of course, is terrific, right?
Sure.
So the kids are going to enjoy it because there's lots of fun when they're trying to escape. And the adults will really like it because it's like prison movies.
Yeah, I was going to say, did Spielberg get involved with this time?
It's like a real prison movie.
God.
Where they, all that whole genre of prison movies.
So this is one that you can go... You can watch this with your kids and you'll actually have a laugh.
And you'll actually enjoy it at the same time.
Okay.
You might be laughing at different things to the kids. You'll enjoy it.
Because that does get hard, I went into the Disney segment of my life, and most of the time I loved it because Disney was coming out with all the new musicals at that time. Mm-hmm. But then they started the sequels, and it was just like, the Shrek thing.
Yeah.
So
Shrek. Oh, Yawn. Oh, we never got to talk about Eat, Love, Yawn.
Oh, but I have an idea. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go somewhere. We're going to go somewhere really quickly, and we're going to come back. But I do want to say, Rob, thank you so much.
You're
we have
welcome,
these
Nancy.
amazing lives, and we live in Bali, but it's the films that we can stay connected with that keeps us connected to our culture, plus gives us lots to talk to our local friends when they think that our lives are actually like those movies.
And gives us entertainment too.
That's true.
Okay.
So we're going to take a break. We'll be back and we'll talk about Eat, Pray. Bye.